present to you Social Relief. I have the pleasure to present to you Social Relief. Social.
First place, get this started, get this started.
As the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Blues Radio Loud. This is good. Matt, you still there? Did we lose Matt? Nope. Oh, that's fine. Matt, you there?
Oh, there you are.
October 24th. I had to push the button. It's 1 week, technically, before Halloween. Welcome to the show, Social Reload Show. Playing Halloween Ends. Did you see that one yet?
I have not watched it.
I watched it.
I've heard not good things, let me say.
You heard not good things.
Indeed.
Okay.
What did you think?
I thought it was actually pretty good. It actually sort of ended a saga that I think needed to be ended.
That I think needed to be ended.
Yeah, I mean, how many more times can you sit there and have a guy come back and kill people on Halloween? I mean, you've got 30,000 films based on the same script. Right?
I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
And then some of those films don't even... well, here's what I've heard. The first and second Halloween coincide with the series, but then from that point on, 40 years later, it's when the 2018 one comes out, all other stuff comes out. So, there's a whole timeline, I guess, to this whole Halloween thing. All the other films, I guess, are not coinciding with the original.
Huh.
The original timeline, I guess, because... Well, the 2018 one, they talk about how he's in the mental hospital,
Right.
And so then that's 40, it's supposed to be 40 years later, But,
40 years after the mental hospital?
Well, no, 40 years after the first Halloween incident. So when he goes to the hospital as a kid.
Wasn't he a kid during the first one?
Yeah, so he's been there since he was a kid, so they put him...
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been there for 40 years, and then he gets out, through a bus accident. And
Bada
then
bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, and there you go, a serial
You got
killer.
a psychopath killer.
Now the psychology is that does this human, which is Michael Myers himself, does the mask present the evil, or does he feel evil by putting it on? Does that make sense? Because when he doesn't have the mask on, especially in the mental hospital, he's very calm, cool, and collective. And then when he puts the mask on, it's almost like, I don't know, putting on a condom, I guess.
But
I don't know. I mean, it's like when you put it on, almost like you put on a Batman suit or a Superman suit. It's sort of inside, I guess it makes you feel really invincible. You know, so some say that arguably the mask is controlling Michael. Some say...
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that theory. What do you think?
I think it is. I think because in all these stories and legacies and stuff like that, they stem around something deep within, as in the most simplest interpretation could be a very tragic event that happened between him and the babysitter and all that. Now holding on to that, some may say that he was possessed. And then some may say that him and the mask were possessed at the same time. So when he puts on the mask, it makes him feel empowered. I mean, come and think about it. You're choking somebody that's, okay, at their most weight as an adult, mid-20s to mid-30s demographic. They're about, what, 130, 140 pounds, right? And he's lifting them by their throats in the air, mind you, with one hand. Not ever working out at all, okay?
Never touched a gym.
Never touched a gym. He's smashing people's heads in with his feet, you know.
As you do.
And stuff like that. And then on top of all that, amongst getting shot, stabbed, you know, hit in the head, ran over by a car, and everything else you could think of, homeboy still sits up like the Undertaker and gets up and just starts killing again. Now,
is that a fact?
How you manage to survive all that? That's the question. Because,
well, I think a big part of it has to do with it's a movie.
Well, obviously, yes, it's a movie. I mean, credibility to the Captain Obvious over there.
I mean, I think it has the most to do with survivability. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a strong will survivability because homeboy got his fingers chopped off, no yelling, no screaming, right? He got stabbed in the shoulders, chest.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, screaming for pussies.
Hollering.
Screaming for pussies. You just get up and pull out the knife. And then here's my question: how does he get from one point to another so quickly without anybody knowing? Part of him that just doesn't, is normalized. I mean, I guess I'm thinking in a sense of like, if this actually were to happen, this sort of Michael Myers event, how would you deal with that nowadays? How would you sit there and destroy an evil being, without wrecking other people's lives? I mean, just think of the town that he was in, how much lives he caused a panic in. And then, of course, the humanity involved, did another accord. I mean, what was it? Michael Myers, the 20s, the one before this one, right?
Yeah.
They all gathered together in the town square and was like, evil dies tonight, we're gonna kill the guy. And then they're acting like there's like 40 of them, okay, all with a bunch of like knives, guns, bats, all you can think of, and all of a sudden it's like they all lose. They like Michael Myers gets this WrestleMania type energy and just starts just starts beating the shit out of people,
Hell yeah.
And it's like, okay, so what's the whole point of you guys ganging the entire townspeople up to go kill this guy, and all of a sudden he starts getting a string up his ass, and now he just beat up the entire town.
Just beating them up.
It's like either one, you move, right, or two, just shoot him in the goddamn head.
Yeah, why haven't we done this yet?
I have no idea. Of that question.
Can't kill him. He's killed 30 people. Can't kill him.
Well, I know one of them was like one of the cops or something tried to shoot him, but I think the Dr. Loomis guy stopped him from shooting him in the head because he's like, this guy's got to die like now. We got to take care of this homie.
Bullets just bouncing off of him like Superman.
Yeah, and then the doctor comes, no, you can't shoot him. And I'm like, what the fuck, why? What are you talking about?
He'll die.
No, he must live so I can study him. It's like, fuck your studying.
We must understand how it works.
Yeah, study when he's dead. So it's stuff. Now, here's my question. And this is what I've been sort of wondering since I've been, watching horror films and stuff like that. The movie Silence of the Lambs.
I do.
Well, the guy, the Dr. Lecter guy, that type of guy, Michael Myers type of, situation. What is it? What's another one that's a non-entity like Freddy and Jason and Chucky? Those are non-entities. But in any case, something like that to where you could sit there and maybe have somebody like that in real life form, but they're just buried beyond the black books and beyond the fine print and the blacked out, lines of the government and just forgotten by society. But they're so far gone in their own mind that they kill just like Michael Myers or Dr. Lecter or, what's the other one with the chainsaw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy?
Right.
Right. So could there be a subject like that out there in the world that is just, torn between two different universes per se, and one wants to maim and kill and the other one has no idea what's going on?
What's happening?
Yeah, he's really high, man.
This is crazy, bro.
There's one scene in the last Halloween where the guy, and you have to understand, Michael Myers, if you've never seen the franchises, he doesn't kill a certain race, doesn't kill a certain subsect, he doesn't kill a certain minority, ethnic, whatever.
He's an indiscriminate,
right?
Indiscriminate killer.
He just sits there and goes, "Okay, you're up, you're cool, or you're up, I'm gonna kill you now." So he walks into this girl's house, right? And she's looking out the window, seeing all the trick-or-treaters or whatever. And homeboy comes up behind her, grabs her by her ponytail, slams her forehead into this little mantelpiece as she's looking out where the window's at, right? And then stabs a knife into her neck and pulls it back out.
That's what you do.
Like 2 moves. In literally probably 4 seconds. Grab her, bang, knife, out, you're done. Just, bang it and let it go.
Giggity.
See what happens. I don't know. The Halloween movies are pretty good. I saw it in the theater, and they'll throw in some, some different type of, fuel bombs or whatnot inside that to kind of throw debris out and whatnot.
Oh, for trainings and stuff?
What, trainings?
Like to train new recruits and stuff?
No. These are just for movie aspect of it.
Oh, for movies.
Yeah, they'll put little launch cans inside the house, and then it'll cause a fire, an explosion, whatnot. But they brought on these firefighters, right, to put out the fire, but people got so upset that
why?
Because Michael Myers slaughtered the firefighters.
I mean, that's kind of what he does.
That's what I said. It's like he comes out and he slaughters people.
That's kind of in his job description, I think.
Yeah, that's what the application was, right? I mean, if it was me and I seen the guy out there, I think I'd just drop the hose and say, "Hey, you know what? No big deal. You're cool. You know?
Hey, everything's fine.
Yeah,
Just calm down.
I don't want no problem. So, like, if you came face to face with Michael Myers, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's just say you're walking down the street. He's not after you, right? But
He's not after me?
Right, you just turn the corner, and there he is.
Okay.
Like, do you sit there and kind of say what's up to him? Do you sit there and say, hey, what's up, dog? How you doing?
Nope.
You know.
Nope. I'd be like, well, that was crazy. And I'd look over whoever I was with, and I'd be like, did you see that? And they'd be like, yeah.
Would
you
challenge him?
No.
No, I'm saying, like, if you had to, like,
No.
if your friend, like, he killed your friend, would you challenge him?
Bye-bye, friend.
I
gotta go. You shouldn't have got caught.
Deuces.
Yeah, like
who would you like out of all the horror people that you know of? Who would you like fight? Like
out of the horror movie people?
Yeah, to defend your household or whatever, or if like I said, they killed your friend or something like that. Who would you?
So, remember the yuppie version of the American Psycho?
Yeah.
I'd fight him.
Really?
Christian Bale.
Oh,
yeah,
really? Wow. Okay.
And that person, not like
the character. Yeah.
I think that would be all right. That would be fine. And then I don't know. I mean, he would still win, but it would he's not like superhuman strong. He's still a human. He's crazy. Like where Jason and all these people, Freddy, you have to fight him in your dreams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can bring him out to the real.
I guess
world.
actually that might be the answer, just because in your dream if you can learn how to convert. Like I was like, it was creepy to me. I was like, I don't like that.
What was the, I guess, number one like horror type character that sort of freaked you out as a kid?
Yeah, it'd either be probably Freddy or Hellraiser.
Yeah, I can see Hellraiser.
Because these things were like in this realm of like I can't actually fuck with it. Like they're actual like superhuman or
we'll
whatever.
Tear your soul apart. That's what Pinhead says.
Yeah, these kinds of like it was. Oh crap! Oh shit!
What happened? Did you lose at Minecraft?
No. Okay, it looks like my defenses took care of the problem. There was something trying to break into my base.
Uh-oh.
But my defenses.
You gotta defend those Minecraft bases.
Yeah, I have flamethrowers and stuff, so I mean, I just gotta double check it though. I had to run up over here.
Yeah.
All right, I see them. Yeah, they are on fire. They are down for the count.
That's one of the Pinhead was the one that just sort of like interests me, but also the actor himself that played him. The way he spoke with the script, right?
Right.
Sort of really kind of put a mark in my mind. You know what I mean? Because
like he did a good job.
Yeah.
It was a believable role.
Right, because you're not really in the movie, if I remember correctly. He's not after you like Freddy is or Jason is or nothing like that. He's after you because you solved the Pandora's box. Yeah,
you basically opened the portal to his
world
for him and his demons and stuff.
Now this is I'm assuming Doug Bradley, which is the guy who I guess did the role. Let's see.
Oh, he's less scary there, that's for sure.
And I have just finished doing some work with
you can choose to share your audio too, and I'll be able to hear it.
No, I don't.
Oh, you can't do
wonderful
that?
guys, and you should.
Oh, you can't hear that?
You have to say that I'm allowed.
Oh, share sound. I see it.
I will tear your soul apart.
There we go. Now I can hear it.
Okay, well, let's see.
I will tear your soul apart.
So that's the guy who played it.
You showed the live chat too, right?
Hold on.
From the Hellraiser movies, and I have just finished doing some work with Vintage Authentics, and I hate them all.
Why did that work?
No, I don't really. They're wonderful guys, and you should go and spend lots of money with them. And if you don't, I will tear your soul apart.
So that was him. He was. Let me just redo it.
Wonderful guys, and
this guy right here is the guy who played as Pinhead, the fictional character from Hellraiser.
Don't. I will tear your soul apart.
That's some heavy lines right there. I mean.
Yeah, but way less threatening there, eh?
Well, yeah. Do you tell that to your? I mean, Thanksgiving dinner? I mean,
we'll tear your soul apart.
I mean, something like that.
He's definitely got audio effects happening there. On
oh yeah, of course. But I mean, like, if you stood up and you told your family, "Hey, listen, don't worry about it."
Why would you say that to your family?
We'll tear your soul apart.
That's creepy.
Well, my family, no. Like, why?
Probably some of you hate.
Hey, all you people, I hate all of you.
I hate society, so open up Pandora's
By the way,
box.
it's always nice when we get together for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is. It's just a great happening. You know, stuff like
but
that.
I will tear your soul apart.
But I will. Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, that's and how it works.
I mean, I'll give it a try and let you know how it goes. But I
gotta tell you though, when my mom cooks Thanksgiving turkey, right?
Okay.
It's like tearing my soul apart.
Because it gives you the runs?
No, because it's so fucking dry.
Because
it looks like, God forsake, if you ever see National Treasure or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, right?
I've seen all kinds of stuff.
Oh, when they split up in the turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh no, I don't know what. No, stop! Don't make me. I'm drinking.
No. When they cook the turkey, it's for Christmas, right? They're all getting together for the family, right?
I certainly hope so.
And then the brother comes along, right? Well, it's Uncle Eddie, I think it's called, because the wife is the other Chevy Chase's wife's sister, I think. And so they cooked the turkey in the oven. And they did blessing and grace and whatnot, and then he goes, does a little speech about the turkey, starts cutting up the turkey, and the turkey actually splits in half, and all this steam comes out, stuff like that. So it's it's nothing gross or nothing like that. It's just to show that how how dry it was. You know what I mean, when it came out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
So,
gross.
But yeah, that's how my mom cooks. It's very dry.
Well, don't let her hear the show.
Oh, I don't care if she hears.
She'll be so upset.
I've told her before her stuff is dry. He
goes, Jesus, Mom.
It is.
Who taught you how to cook?
Yeah, not me. Yeah.
Horrible.
Tastes like shiz-niz. But no, I mean, does your family kind of cook Thanksgiving? Like, do they do like a feast? Do they do a turkey, dry as turkey, or what?
No, I mean, I'm usually the one that cooks, and I'm good at it. So
I'm usually the one that cooks, and I'm good at it. Not the best, but I'm good at it. That's right, because you have that chef doctoring background in the background, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so you can cook up some.
I'm a chef and a doctor.
That's right. That magnificent, wondrous Thanksgiving feast.
I am Matt the Savior, chef, doctor, podcast personality
extraordinaire. Yeah, you're just a all-around kind of guy, aren't you?
Yeah, like if this was sports, I'd be like that all-American,
the all-American guy.
Fuck that everybody hates because he does everything.
You're the Captain America.
Yeah.
Of the modern world.
Right.
Have you seen that? Since you're in the games, have you seen that new Modern Warfare game? The commercial for it?
No.
No, you haven't seen that one? It's I guessed, or I read somewhere, I think, that who was it? Some other game company bought Activision or something like that.
Who bought Activision?
Some other game company bought Activision.
Oh.
And now they're changing the whole rules of Modern Warfare. I think it's Microsoft that bought it.
Oh, probably. That sounds about right.
So now they're changing the rules of Modern Warfare, I guess. But anyways, the commercial was like nothing but this rap stuff, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was trying to figure out what they were saying first.
Why?
Because you couldn't understand it.
That's not important.
Oh, okay.
You're missing the point
Oh, of a video game. Sure.
of the music.
So, anyways, Modern Warfare.
The point of the music is to get you hyped.
Huh?
So the point of the music is to get you hyped.
That didn't get me hyped.
You ain't got to know what it means.
I want to see what the game looks like. Because all these trailers and all these game developers that put these trailers out for the games, play it off, have the fantastic graphics, fantastic this. It looks like a movie. It looks like a high def, whatever. And then a lot of times when you play the game, it's sort of like, where's the high def movie that I was seeing before?
Where's the cream filling?
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, you know? And I'm like, what happened?
That's the stuff.
That's why I don't.
You gotta have the right hardware and stuff to be doing this kind of stuff.
I got an Xbox One. How much more hardware do I gotta have to play a game?
You gotta have the Xbox 3012.
Fuck that! I don't want all that shit. I bet my Xbox One has been sitting on my shelf for at least 2 years.
This is why it doesn't work.
And I haven't played it since. So,
yeah.
I don't even know if it turns on.
Probably not.
It's an Xbox One, but I don't even know. So, speaking of Halloween, did you realize that there was $3 billion spent every year on Halloween?
On what?
Halloween candy.
I believe it.
Yeah, $3 billion in sales for Halloween candy.
Yeah, is that not a reasonable number?
No, that's crazy. I mean, that I never knew that it was like that. The top 10 candy purchases for Halloween make up more than 33% of all sales. Candy corn is the clear leader, followed by chocolate bars and candy pumpkins.
Candy corn is the winner?
Yeah, candy corn is by far the leader.
I love it.
I like candy corn too, to a certain degree, right?
Everybody always says they hate it though, and it pisses me off. I'm like, there's no way.
I think it's great.
It's honey.
Yeah.
It's just honey.
That's all the honey and wax, isn't it?
No, there's no wax.
I thought it was wax to keep
honey.
it all together.
No, that honey. No, it's just hardened honey.
Oh, is it really?
Okay.
Okay.
Or quasi-hardened honey, or whatever.
I didn't even realize that. So, candy apples are also very popular, while gummies tie with box candy for fourth place on the list, best-selling candies at nearly 5%. Candy corn continues to lead in sold candies throughout autumn, but it loses its dominant position to chocolate during Christmas. Man, Christmas does a bunch of chocolate sales. Popular candies such as Snickers, Reese's. I found that that's pretty true. Snickers, Reese's, peanut butter cups, and candy corn and Starbucks are pretty much the top 4 products that you see. And if you go trick or treating, you know what I mean. One website suggests that Americans consume around 20 pounds of candy each year, including Halloween, while another claims it to be 25 pounds. Still others claim to be 30 pounds. The estimates vary, but it all shows America's love affair with candy. Keep in mind that this is based on United States data and does not take consideration other countries may participate in trick or treating. By the way, do you like white chocolate?
Depends. No, it's not my favorite, no.
Okay. Well, I didn't know this, but did you realize that white chocolate was nothing but fat?
It's nothing. Well, I mean,
no, it's pure fat.
I don't.
And here's, I went to Orlando one time, quite a few times, but one of which I did this chocolate tour there in Kissimmee, right?
Okay.
It's like a chocolate museum or something like that, and they have a lot of different molds. It was okay. It wasn't like oh my god, it's great, So anyways, but that's what they were saying. The white chocolate is the basis of is fat, basically from the cocoa plant or the cocoa seed or whatever. It's the excess fat. You know what I mean? So that's what you're eating. Is you're eating the whatever is left from the cocoa, bean.
The cocoa teat.
Yeah, so you're eating the fat after they sucked it all out.
I mean, I guess my argument there would be so is bacon.
Yeah, I don't eat bacon.
No, good for you.
The thing is, I used to love bacon, right?
As you should.
I used to love bacon,
I was always told not to trust somebody if they don't like bacon.
Well, it's not about not liking bacon.
I'm Kathy Castor.
I don't care. As much as I like the turkey bacon more than I do the regular bacon, if that makes sense.
Nope.
No?
That's terrible.
To me, it tastes better. But then also, too, I don't eat bacon a lot at all. Nor do I eat eggs, since we got eggs or chickens. I've kind of stopped eating eggs because of
the raptors.
Yeah, because they poop them out.
Because the raptors ruined it for you.
They poop. Yeah, they poop them out.
They poop what?
The eggs.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't know this? No, seriously, they poop out the eggs. We got to get into this.
No, we're not doing this.
Did we do this last time?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Well, real quick, the eggs come from the same pooper scooper. I'm telling you, I used to think there used to be 2 holes. Nope, there's only one.
Actually, I think you and I have talked about this.
Have
before.
we? Okay, I don't remember.
I think so.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I thought the same thing. I thought, oh man, that was kind of cool. 2 different, whatever, right? Nah. You could take that out of the equation. So.
You're so ridiculous, dude.
No, I'm telling you, man, they poop out of this same hole as what they shit out of.
Yes, that's true.
Which is disgusting. Why would I want to eat a fucking egg that comes out of the chicken's shitter?
I don't know. Why are boobs good?
That's a whole different story right there.
Why is Pause Track on a random Plymouth work?
Wow. All right, this is the Halloween edition of Social Reload Show. When we come back, we're going to talk about a man stopped on a pregnant person at a Walmart, on a Publix parking lot. I almost said Walmart. Then we've got a shooting outside of Brandon Mall. That's going to be interesting. And then, I don't know about if you're the Transformers or not, but they're coming out for this Christmas. A brand new Transformers that can auto-correct itself. Or auto-conform or transform or whatever the fuck it does. All that and more. Don't go away on this Halloween edition of the Social Media Show. Be back in a bit.
Hey man, host should be here in a minute, right? Why don't you just
Happening.
hey, why don't you
Close.
well hey man, host should be here in a minute, right? Why don't you just dip in the bathroom? No. Oh, there she go now. Hey, hold on 1 second. Here I come. Hold on. Goddamn keys, man. Come on. Hey, so what's happening?
Ain't nothing happening.
All right. Well, you know what you up in there for. I hope you ain't faking or nothing.
I hope you ain't faking.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna show you how much I'm faking.
You just don't try to play me out.
All right. Hey. All right. Hey man, host should be here in a minute. Put your leg over this way.
Like this.
Yeah.
Social Reload Show.
Come on. Damn.
Social Reload Show. How are you?
Niggas such a hard way to go, man. About this
What's
pussy.
going on?
What's happening with you?
How's everybody doing?
Man, flip this shit over, man. Come on, man. Toot your ass up, man.
Wasn't really what I intended to come back from break about. There's an old song that we used to play to kind of play between commercial song sets and commercials, or we're starting a new show. It's called The Pussy Paper by Two Live Crew.
This motherfucker.
And pretty much you play the instrumental, it just kind of goes on with a nice soft beat. But I don't have that on my song list on this other computer until I put it on there. So, no big deal, no worries. We'll make it through. Trust me, we'll make it through. Anyways, welcome back to the show. Hopefully...
Speak for yourself.
Oh, do we have Robotic Matt here on now?
Speak for yourself.
Okay, how are you there, Robotic Matt? I didn't know you were you weren't on the topic list for today.
I don't have anything else. I don't know.
So if you're joining us, hopefully we'll go back at the swing of things. I don't know. It's still up in the air. Bull and the Bartender show on Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. So hopefully, I don't know. Mark's got some issues going on at the bar that he's trying to figure out. So kind of on hiatus with that one. So we'll see what turns out.
That sounds like Mark.
Well, I know he's got some pretty big, permit issues he's working on. So, it's taking a lot of his time.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah,
I love everybody on the Bulls Network.
But our show still stands.
Luckily, now that Belly's gone, I love everybody else.
Here we go. Shots across Belly. Yes, Belly is no longer with the BRN.
And good riddance, we say.
I would say good riddance. Yeah, don't need him. We could do better. So we have.
Shots fired indeed.
Okay, he'll be all right. He'll be able to.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. So there was a man who stomped on a pregnant woman in Publix parking lot.
Stomped on her?
Stomped on and left her covered in blood. So this was in Largo, by the way.
You said stomped on
Stomped,
her.
like, stomp. Like took a boot and played a boot, scoot, and boogie on her head.
Like, hey, how's your mom? Oh, you're dead.
I guess. I don't know if it was that quickly.
Die?
No, I don't know if it's like a Michael Myers stomp, but, Largo man was arrested.
Mike Myers, you got just when you thought it was safe.
Saturday after death. I mean, look at the guy's face. I mean, that kind of tells you the whole thing right there once it comes up on the screen.
He does look like somebody that would stomp on somebody's face.
He had brutally attacked the mother of his unborn child Saturday. Oh, it's the mother of his unborn child Saturday evening. So you got this.
What you get when you all like the bad boy until he's stomping on your face.
You got the crazy-eyed look guy here, right? And then under here, you got butterfly tattoos. So you got crazy guy and then butterflies. How does that work?
That's the death moth from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, it could have been Barney for all I know. I mean, what's the point of having that motherfucker on there? Looks
show that you're willing to kill somebody.
It looks stupid.
To you,
looks like
he thinks he's looking like a boss.
He's not a boss now. He's in jail.
I bet you it ain't his first time.
Probably not. Pinellas County deputy said at around 5:15 p.m., Cole Joseph, 27 of Largo, got angry with the victim at Publix and began punching her in the face several times. The victim ended up falling to the ground, at which point he began stomping on the woman's head and upper body, according to the arrest report. The report also said a witness who saw the attack went on to go saying, so brutal in nature. So basically, he didn't care. He just wanted to stomp the shit out of her.
I think at that point, you've kind of crossed a threshold of not giving a fuck.
Right.
I want you to die at this point.
The man only stopped attacking the victim after the witness pulled a gun on him. So he was stomping on a girl that was pregnant for, deputies said the attack left the woman covered in large amounts of blood and a possibly broken nose. And then according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, the victim and Danishman had been dating for a year and lived together for about a month. However, the suspect was put under a no-contact order after being arrested on domestic battery against the victim on October 11th. Deputies said that he showed a pattern of violence towards women regardless of the order. So he had a pattern of violence, and she put a thing on him on October 11th for battery, right?
Right.
So then she's back with the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what they do.
How does that work?
It's like a tale as old as time.
The report said that he did not deny the attack, but said that he saw red and blacked out. That's just a fucking cop-out. According to the deputies, the victim had been 14 weeks pregnant with his child. He said that she told him about the pregnancy a couple weeks ago. So, pretty much what I'm...
She's still pregnant, or if that trauma ruined the baby.
I don't know, but what it tells me is that this guy right here, the homeboy that you see on top of your screen right here, basically had...
he looks like a skull with skin.
He does.
And eyes. You
know
what
it
I mean?
reminds me of the, what's it called? The Full Metal Jacket, where the I will skull fuck you. Yeah. So basically this guy, this Cole Joseph Danishment, I guess the mother told him a couple weeks ago, I guess prior to October 11th, that she was pregnant with his kid, and he got pissed, beat her, went to jail for beating up a woman, and then next thing you know, they're in a Publix parking lot, and
doing
it again, but this time stopping her like he's Michael Myers.
This time curb checked her ass.
Yeah, it's like, when do you realize? See, and that's where it kind of goes in the realm, which I don't know. I don't know if I want to go in this or not. But, this whole thing about fucking abortion, all this other stuff, it's like, I got some strong opinions, but I don't know if I could share them.
I doubt YouTube would like it.
YouTube don't care.
YouTube does care.
My point is that okay, what is your standpoint on it?
I think that our video will get taken down if I talk about it.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe not actually, because I'm for it.
What, for the abortions?
I'm for abortion. I think it should be. I think it should be there.
Okay.
For the simple fact of people are going to do it anyway, and they're going to get hurt doing it these backwoods kind of ways.
Right. I'm kind of twofold on it. Like religiously, I think abortions are bad. Okay. Because obviously you're killing somebody. You're killing a life. Whether or not, argument aside, whether or not you think that the baby or the fetus or whatever you want to call it is alive at some point, okay, or becomes alive at some point, right? Or us as humans sort of recognize the staging point of when it becomes alive, if that makes sense. Because it's all... I've heard so many different commercials and stuff like that about that, to where they say one point of the pregnancy, the baby's alive. At this point it's not. Listen, the whole point of this is, one, the government. Let me get this guy off the screen. He's kind of freaking me out.
He's kind of freaking me out.
One, the government should never tell you, especially. Okay, let me back this up, because I was told this a long time ago, or suggested this, that males are probably not the best people that should be, telling, especially women, what to do, especially with their own bodies, because they don't know what pregnancy is like. They don't know what it feels like to be carrying 1, 2, maybe 3 babies inside of them at a time, maybe even 6 at one time.
8.
So I agree with that, but then my opinion about a whole thing is that I think they should just keep their nose out of the fucking business, because nobody can tell you whether or not to get your tubes tied for a male, right?
They do try to talk you out of it, though.
Do they?
At least our doctor did.
And see, that's my thing. It's like, I understand the reasoning why, but if that's what the patient, it's like a service. It's like you're paying for a service. If that's what the patient wants, regardless of your ethical and moral conceptions.
Well,
right?
not ethical, because that's different.
Well, besides all that, whether you think as a doctor it's right or wrong, technically it's not up to you. You know, it's not up to.
No, you can't say that.
But why can't I?
Because right and wrong is literally what they're there for.
No, I understand that, but
they're there to keep us safe and doing the.
But if a person wants to have an abortion, right? There should be nobody that should tell the person they're right or wrong.
Right.
Because here's the thing. If it's easier for a male to get their tubes tied and all this other stuff, but then if you talk about having a woman get their tubes tied, or furthermore, if a woman doesn't want to have kids for the rest of her life and they want to have a hysterectomy, right, then you have to go all these hoops and song and dance and stuff like that to go do that. And my question is why? Why do you have to be so concerned about what she does with her body? If she wants to have an abortion because she feels that this child, is not going to be acceptable in society, or rape or whatever, all right, cool, that's your choice. I would probably say at least give that 1% or 2% of an option of adoption if you don't want it. But nevertheless, it's up to the woman. It's up to her to decide on what she wants to do. The
guy has no say.
You can't say that.
I'm asking you right now.
No, I'm saying as a.
Listen to me. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you get her pregnant and you really want to have the baby and she's like, I'm getting rid of it, you think that she has the ultimate decision in that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, because it's like, it's a decision you have to make when you're in that position.
I get that it's her body and all this stuff, but you shouldn't be in a committed relationship and having unprotected sex if you're going to do that.
Well, in reality, it should be nobody's business but the two people who are doing the committed relationship. Because if they want to have a kid or they don't want to have a kid or whatever the case may be, what is it anybody else's business? The only thing that I would probably consider righteously is like rape, incest, stuff like that. But just to tell a person that, sorry about your luck, kid, you can't do this. I mean, I think we have better things to worry about than that. I think in this country, think of it this way. Putin is, a couple weeks ago, was threatening to launch a nuclear attack if any other country is going to try to stop him. Okay, so what is the difference? Why? I just don't understand, why are we putting so much into this when we should be worried about stuff like that? Does that make sense? Because if just as well as I do, Matt, if somebody decides to launch a nuclear missile, it's pretty much over. What part of the world they're at.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Right. So who cares about, at this point in stage in life, who cares about if this girl feels she needs to have an abortion? It's I don't understand why we have to get involved with stuff that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Is it that much, like, are these people so far devastated that these clinics and hospitals and whatever are doing this that they can't sleep? Like, why? why are you so enthralled with this? I respect your beliefs. I don't respect the actions. Okay, there shouldn't have to be a law stating whether or not you can have an abortion or not. And if that's the case, you can have a law stating that males have to go through this process of having their tubes tied or not. You know, what makes a female any different than a male? Oh, because she has boobs and a pussy? And she can, grow a child? That's the difference?
That is the difference, yes.
But we still have the same blood. We still had breathing the same air. I mean, hell, cut off the boobs, close up the vagina. And what do you got? You got a normal person.
They're still normal people.
Well, exactly. That's my point. Okay, whether it's a male or female or transvestite, it doesn't make a difference. No government, no person should be telling somebody else what they should or should not be doing with their own body. It's like somebody telling me I can't have earrings in my ears, not at work, but just at home, because that's the law. Well, why does it bother you so much that I have earrings in?
So because I don't know, because you look silly.
Okay, so what? Don't look at me. Look the other way. How hard is that? You look the other way when you see an auto accident.
No, I don't.
No, well, not you, but I mean...
I stare right at it. I'm not going to do anything about it.
I'm just saying. People, I get this every day at work. It's like, at work, we have to use an app, and some of the customers don't realize you have to have that app to use the thing at work, right? So I go, okay, well, do you have the app? Because I couldn't do whatever. Go, no, I don't want to download another app. Meanwhile, it takes them 30 seconds to pull up Facebook to check an alert that they had. But they can't download it. And that's my point, okay? It took these people all but 30 seconds to make this law and to oversee this other law to do this. To me, I think was the wrong way of doing it, right? But then again, like I said, these people are so much Karens that they're so concerned about this that, like, for example, if I was a husband about one of these people that were like, these Karens that are making a big deal about the abortion thing, I'd be like, really? What is the big deal about this? Like, what do you have against these people that make you to where you cannot sleep at night? I just don't get it. In the 90s, we were cool about things. In the early 2000s, things kind of got tossed up in the air. And now, in 2022, it's the pacification of America. What's next? They're going to dictate us how we're supposed to wear clothes, how we're supposed to do this, how we're supposed to do that. It's even now with insurances. They can sit there and tell you what procedures they want to do and what they don't want to approve.
Right.
Like, for example, Belly had to have a neck surgery. Well, the insurance wouldn't cover it. It was deemed as a non-necessary medical procedure. Even though he has a compressed disc in his neck that's giving him pain 24/7. And even the x-rays and MRIs show. But because of the amount of the procedure, right? they wanted to
throw a fit about it.
Right. And it took them like 2 or 3 times to get them to approve of the surgery. Like at first with my surgery, they didn't want to do it.
Oh, they didn't?
No, because they wanted the $6,000. And I'm like, let me bend over. You could take it out of my ass, But
no, I think that was the plan. Yeah,
that was the plan. But now I was like, I ain't got nothing. I ain't even got $3,000 to pay for it,
Right.
And I was supposed to have another procedure in November. You know, having 2 procedures done actually in November. The colonoscopy deal and the endoscopy. That's going to be fun.
Endoscopy would be better than the other way.
Yeah, but you still got to get your body back. Like, there's a couple ways you can do it, but what they use is called SUPREP. You ever heard of that?
No.
It's called Super Prep, but SUPREP is what you get it for prescription only, and basically it's a very high dosage of magnesium, right? Because it's making your insides contract. You know, kind of like when you induce a pregnant woman.
Okay.
So that's it's kind of making your GI tract, you know, contract and move things, right?
Sure.
So you take this stuff and you have to drink like the first bottle, like the first hour, right? Because you mix it in a cup of water, and it's not like you can just sip it. You have to like gulp, 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 right? And then the next you wait like I think an hour, and the next hour you drink the second half of the dosage. Same thing, full bottle into the water, drink, gulp, 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 right? Horrible, horrible, horrible tasting, right?
Sounds delicious.
Oh, it was great. It said cherry flavor too on there.
It said cherry flavor.
It wasn't cherry flavor.
It was not cherry flavor.
No, it was not cherry flavor. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, I'm feeling really full from all this fluid, right?
Right.
Because you're supposed to drink water along the way too, you know.
Natch.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching like I think Shark Week or something. and I go, gotta go to the bathroom. Cool. It's about an hour and a half, you know, after I finished the whole thing. Went to the bathroom. Oh, okay, cool. No big deal. Oh, was I wrong. Like, when I say when I was wrong, that doesn't mean playful I was wrong. I was like, holy crap, was I wrong. Because this stuff will clean you out quicker than anything that I've ever seen before.
Huh.
Like, it'll go through your small intestine, your large intestine, and it's not just 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, not even 5 hours. It's a 8-hour course.
Jeez, that sounds like it could be dangerous.
Not really, because it's made to do that. It's the magnesium is made to constrict your like I said, your colon and squeeze out all the stuff that's inside of it. And it's also made to liquefy a lot of the byproduct. That way you can just, you know, because when they do the scope, you know, it's gotta be sort of clean. You know, you can't have, you know, droplings, you know, waiting there. But anyways, so I have to have those done in November, which is great.
Yeah, it sounds like a hoot.
No, but the aftermath is not bad. Like after you have it done, it's sort of like, oh, okay, this is cool, I guess. And then you become really hungry. Like really, because you have nothing in your stomach.
Right.
So you become really, really hungry. But so yeah, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm so happy to do it.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
Oh, it is. It's the thing that I'm concerned about is if they find something else. That's the thing. You know, like if they do a second round, or even on the endoscopy, if they find like, you know, something there, you know, that's the concern. You know, so, but hopefully I'm hoping for a good scan and a good thing. That way I can end this chapter, you know, because I gotta tell you, this sucks. It really does. And I'm not playing. I'm not, you know, being funny or comical, but this shit sucks. Okay? Like, I never realized even after the procedure I would have this much issues afterwards, right? And it's not like it's oh my God, oozing, bleeding, or whatever. It's just more of like my body is relearning to reconstruct itself, basically, because like nerve endings were cut, stuff like that. So I'm learning how to do all this all over again. And then when I explain to people about what's going on, they look at me like I'm insane.
You are.
Like I just got off the boat and talking this wild, crazy story from the sea or something like that. And it's like, no, I've been told by my doctors that I have to let my nerve endings heal. And at one time I asked him, like, well, what's the minimum? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month? What are we talking about here? Oh, minimum about a year.
8 years.
Huh?
8 years.
I hope not, man, because this is really getting annoying, to be honest with you. It's like it's I would suggest doing it like, while you're awake, but I definitely go do it. So have you ever been to the Brandon Mall before? Have you ever been out there?
Yes.
Okay, do you like it? Do you hate it? What?
It's fine.
I hate it. I really do hate that
mall.
mall.
It's a mall.
No, it's...
I hate University Mall.
Is that even
If
around?
I was going to say I hated a mall, it'd be that one.
Is it even around?
Yeah.
University Mall still there?
Yeah.
Because last time I knew it was they had the movie and the dining thing, but that shut down.
Nope, it's still there.
What, the dinner and the movie theater thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they closed that.
Okay.
So, shooting outside Brandon Mall leaves one injured, deputies say. I don't like the mall because it's a waste of fucking space, and there's too many.
I don't like malls
people.
in general.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not a big
mall
fan.
shopper.
I hate the malls. I really do. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department is investigating a shooting that took place in the parking lot of Brandon Monday around 2:15. The sheriff's office said that one person was transferred to Tampa General Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, but stressed the incident was not active shooter situation. Deputies told the News Channel 8 that Westfield Brandon Mall was not placed under any lockdown of any kind. And then investigations are already ongoing. So they had a shooting. They don't know why. They probably argued about what donut shop they're going to go to, and whatnot. So I don't know. That's happened with a lot of that land in Brandon. It used to be all cow pastures. So legend has it that the guy who owned that pasture, right, when they sold it to the Westfield or whoever they were from England at the time, right? I think like Westfield Shopping Center or something like that.
Right.
So they screwed him in the deal, right? They screwed the old man that owned that property. Like,
Okay.
I think they screwed him like 6 or 7 times over. Like gave him like pennies on the dollar on the acreage. So then, from what I've heard, is that the old man kind of got depressed and kind of went off in this little like, depressionism type of deal. And we're talking, this is right around, I want to say the 90s. Because I think that's when that mall opened, was in the 90s. But the guy, and it was weird because where my mom and dad lived in the neighborhood right there was a train track. And that train track went right where this guy's driveway was to his house. It's like those old time houses where you just have like a dirt road that goes over the railroad track. And you know what I mean? So what he did was he parked his car on the track one morning, and that's when the train hit him. And so that's the story about how, the Brandon Mall people screwed him over like 6 times, and he killed himself in the track.
Well, damn, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. That would suck, though. I mean, you see that train coming at you, and
I'd shit myself.
Well, I mean, you see that in a lot of movies, right? Where the train is coming at you, and all of a sudden you go, ah, and then a big fire explosion. in my mind, I'm thinking, what would you actually like do? Like in the seconds you have left.
Shit myself.
That I think that already happened when I got in the track.
Yeah, pretty sure I just like. I would take a sidestep.
Yeah, that's true.
Off the track.
Because you only got like 4 seconds, you know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, a quick sidestep.
And you're locked in the car.
How about I do a tumble? I do a tuck and roll.
A tuck and roll.
A tuck and roll.
That would just suck though. You know, I think the worst possible way to go would maybe like either burning or drowning.
Would be what now?
Burning or drowning.
I would say burning over. I'd rather burn over drown. And this
Really?
is why. They say because you'll pass out from the smoke inhalation before you actually burn to death. So you'll be unconscious for it.
Oh, well, that makes
whereas
sense.
you'll have to panic through the whole drowning.
Oh, really? Your mind still goes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll be gasping for
Well,
air, and
what happens if you light yourself on fire?
if you light yourself on fire.
Yeah, they've done that before.
I've done that before.
No, not you. They've done that before.
The
people who've lighted
they.
themselves on fires. I don't know. They pour gasoline on them, and there you go. Bob's your uncle.
So what is your question? What
Like, what do they
I guess
do?
I
They
asked,
do they
I
smell
wanted
the
to be on
smoke?
fire, apparently.
No, I'm saying, do they smell the smoke too and get knocked out, or they just
Oh well, no. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, you're gonna feel that burn.
It's a deep burn.
All right, I think we got to take a 5.
Are we coming back for a third?
Yeah, we can come back for a third.
All right. My throat's feeling pretty good. I was coughing like a mother effer.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a beverage and we'll get this thing going
All
again.
right. Stay tuned. Social Reload Show. Back in a minute. If it'll play. Play. There we go. Play. Random thoughts. Stay tuned. Back in a minute. later.